Hi, and welcome back to Rebellious Sacred Heart. It's Christina again, and I just wanted to get in here and say hi and just talk a little bit today about this podcast and what it means to me, where I'm at, and where I'm going. Although I don't know the where I'm going question yet, but that's okay. So basically, first of all, hi, love you guys. And thank you to every single one of you that watches, listens, subscribes, pays attention to this and the things that come through for me, which are meant for you too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I need to learn not to say so much. So basically, what I want to share with you guys is that I feel like right now, like I'm under construction or maybe a remodeling, so to speak, something like that. So the podcast is, the channel is, I have, there it is again. You guys are getting to see this in real time because you know, I didn't plan on this podcast. You all know that. Um, I'm laughing at myself because I can't even help it. So I guess I'm just gonna let it go, let it fly, let the ums go, whatever. Um, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't, and it's okay. That's basically what I want to tell you. I feel like I'm under construction or remodel or whatever because when I started this podcast, I knew only one thing. I knew that the reason, the why for me in doing all of this is because of you, all my fellow beautiful souls out there. As we take this journey, we need help. We need someone that kind of has been through it, who gets it, who might have other experiences or ways of perceiving something or thinking about something or reminding ourselves of something. A lot of it is reminding ourselves of who we are. And, you know, when you find your purpose, which I feel like I have, and it's this, and let me tell you that when you find your purpose, it's not going to be what you think it was. Because nobody saw this coming. That's for sure. Not me. Faux show. But, anyways, just because you feel like you finally like you're following your path, you're being guided, you're being called to do something, something keeps coming to you like you really want to do this thing, whatever that is, because everyone has their own. Sometimes we figure it out while we're here and sometimes we don't. I feel like I have, so I feel like that's a plus. I'm going to give myself some props for that. So, but doesn't mean that I know how I'm going to get there or what it looks like along the way or what it looks like at the end of it. Maybe there is no end. There probably isn't. Everything just evolves. But my point is that if you've been here with me, at least for a few episodes, for a few months or something, you will have seen, or you have seen, that I'm all over the place. Sometimes I'm here talking to you because this podcast started out just as a podcast only, audio only, until I got the courage to put my face here and speak to you directly. And I feel that's important because of the journey. I feel like we lose too much of the human connection and feelings and just all of it. I don't know how to explain it. Just because I'm doing a podcast doesn't mean that I know what to say, how to say, or what words to use sometimes, because I don't. And that's okay too. Anyways, so my point is that you've seen that I've been doing some different things. So started out with just the podcast audio, then my face, and now lately you guys have probably seen some channeled messages that I recorded, and I didn't record like a background or my face or anything like that. Part of it was feeling still a bit down after losing my dad. I think I just wasn't ready yet. I don't know if that's it, but that's what I'm calling it. So anyways, and I think I was just experimenting. So it was a combination of things. You know, I felt like my momentum was really going, and things have really started to kind of feel right by falling in place, and I'm getting new opportunities, which I'm so grateful for, and I'm meeting new people and collaborating with new people, and I feel like I'm finding my tribe. So while there are a lot of things going on in my life right now, and it can feel a bit overwhelming, I also know that this is what I asked for. Like, I literally manifested this shit. Um, while I've only got 25 subscribers, if I'm being honest, I never thought I'd even have that many. So thank you to all of you, anyone, everyone who's here now and who will be here in the future. I have a feeling that this will continue to grow, and the pace that it grows, you know what? It's cool either way, because I know that there's a plan. I mean, I don't know what that plan is, but God does, the creator does. So my job is to go with it. That's kind of how I feel about it. So that's what I'm doing. And because I don't know anything about podcasting, I don't know anything about editing stuff, or like these backgrounds and these videos that you've been seeing lately with the channeled messages, they're pretty cool, right? Like, there's some cool shit in there, I will say. I've been very, very happy to see what my beautiful friend has come up with and helps me with. Because again, I'm not doing it. I still can't figure it out even after she's tried to show me 2 different times. I don't know why, because I'm usually very good with learning. I usually don't have a problem with learning. So because of that, I guess I'm paying more attention, because that tells me that there's maybe a block or a pivot, or maybe actually this kind of came to me last night. And this is why I'm talking to you here now too, is that this has kind of been an experiment. I want to kind of see what gets the message out, because honestly, I'm just a messenger here. The things that I talk about and the things that I share, my own personal experiences, along with channeled messages, all of that is because I'm following my guidance, and my guidance is to share these things with you, because there are, even if it's not you specifically, for every episode or every experience or situation that I'm talking about, or channeled messages, like some will resonate and some won't, maybe, but the chances are is that I've got something that can help you, encourage you, inspire you, and just make you feel good and better all around. And that's really why I'm doing this. It's not just for you too, it's for me too. Because every time I talk about these things, it's like I'm working it out with myself. Plus, I'm being guided as I go. And I'm just trying to put it all together like you guys are. Because being on this spiritual path and journey, as you start to follow your intuition and your guidance and you stop cock blocking yourself. Sorry, probably should have worded that differently. But once we start blocking ourselves, things start to happen. And that's part of the guidance. And so, last few days, as I've been thinking about why I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed and I'm having a hard time learning this editing thing, I think I figured it out. So, when I first started this, even with just the audio, not this here like I'm doing right now, but even with just the audio, what I told myself is that, and kind of what I decided for my own, just what I felt, was that I wasn't going to be doing all this editing. You know, someone will record something for an hour and at the end they'll do all this editing shit and it'll be a half hour or 35 minutes or 15 minutes of clips or something like that and try to make it into one video. Well, I didn't want to do that. Like, if I mess up or if I say a million times, I mean, you're getting me. You're getting authentic Christina. Like, there's no bullshit. I'm not about all the extra stuff, I guess. And that's why I feel like, as much as those channeled readings that I've done recently with all the cool AI background and background music and captions and things like that, while that's all cool and fine for some people and some channels, or, you know, shit, I don't even know if half these channels might be just all AI shit. I don't know. Anyways, I just don't resonate with it. Like, I feel like when I put it up and post it and make it public, there's something that doesn't feel authentic with it. So that's why I'm sharing this with you, because you're going to see changes. You're going to see me maybe try a couple other things. I don't know if I really will, because I don't know. I don't want all the foo-foo. I don't want to be anything but me and be anything but authentic and speak from my heart and speak my truth and share my experiences, share my joy, share my challenges. This is one of those moments where this is a challenge, because I kind of wasn't sure what to do. And I kind of started hitting this wall, so to speak, I'd say 5 days ago or so. And so when I was feeling that, I reminded myself that there's no right answers. Nothing's perfect. I don't expect it to be perfect. I don't even know what that looks like. But I think I know what it feels like. If it feels good and it feels real, then isn't that perfect all in itself? It doesn't need to be anything else. No tags or labels on it. And that's really what I want to bring. That's why I started this to begin with. It wasn't about how many followers I could get or how seen I could be or famous. I hate to say that word because I don't want any of that. Or do I? I don't know. I don't know what I want. All I know is I just plan on getting the messages out. I'm trying to help and guide, talk myself through this whole thing, because we are literally going to be going through this for the rest of our lives. You know that, right? Like, the spiritual journey is not, there's no time limit on it. There's no end. There really is no beginning and no end. So it's kind of circular in that sense. So we got, I don't know what we got. We should remember that we're learning always. We're experiencing, we're experimenting. And when it feels right, that's when we know that it's good, right? So I thank you. I want to thank you just for being here. First of all, I have 25, I think, subscribers now, and I want you to know how much I appreciate every single one of you. It doesn't matter what that number ever is. And my thought when I first started this was that if I could reach one other person and know that I'm helping them through this and helping put a smile on their face or help them feel at ease that they're not the only one going through this and that you don't have the answers and you're just unsure of how this is going to go. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to be here for you, because I'm being here for me and I'm showing up here right now with absolutely no answers. I have no idea what's going to come of this. I just know that I'm going to keep doing it, because when you do eventually follow your intuition and you stop ignoring it, you end up maybe in a place like where I am right now. You guys might end up here too. Somebody, I'll bet you I have at least one, more like probably 10 people who watch my videos and subscribe that may end up doing a podcast themselves. You've probably thought about it. And if you have, there's a reason for that. So you could put it off, and you can put it off 222 on the clock. Seriously, you guys, the second podcast in a row or message in a row that I've had 222. So that's got to be significant. Now, see what happens? What the hell was I talking about? Anyways, I don't know. My point is that I'm going to be here. I'm going to be playing around. You might find me just grabbing my selfie stick and taking you guys on a walk with me while I talk or something. Like, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what's going to be next. I have some ideas on the next things I want to talk about, but I want to thank you for just being here and for joining me and for not judging this transformation. You know what I would really love? I would love it if whoever has made it this far in this video, if you've made it 18 minutes, bless you, my friend. Thank you. I don't know that many people make it to the ends of these, but whatever. I would love your feedback. I would love it if you could give me a comment, like leave a comment and tell me what you think of those, the videos that I did with the fluttery, fairy, airy fairy woo-woo stuff in the background. I think that some of that stuff was really cool. It just doesn't feel like me. I'm low-key, laid back, go with the flow. All of this extra stuff just seems like extra stuff that doesn't need to be there to me. So most likely when I do channeled messages in the future, I don't know if I'll do one of those things. You know, I watch other readers and I resonate with quite a few of them. See, there's a reason for that, because we're all kind of on the same wavelength. We're trying to do the same thing. Plus, I think Spirit is definitely reaching more and more people. There's definitely a shift happening right now. And so I'm happy to be part of it. But let me know what you think. Like, do you like those videos? Because if you do, that's great and everything. And maybe like the video that I did thanking my dad after my dad passed away. My beautiful friend put like waterfalls and like landscape background or landscapes in the background. And that just kind of flipped through as you heard my voice. And I did that again. I asked for that one. So that was my tiptoeing in. But because I didn't want y'all to see my red eyes from the emotions that were coming up. I don't know why, honestly, because I feel like if you're here, you're going to accept me for who I am. But anyways, regardless, that's the reason that started kind of. And then with that, there was another suggestion. And man, I got to tell you, I love that my tribe's coming in. It's like all these people that I really resonate with and that like they get it and they're on their own journey and they've got their own things that they're trying to, bring to life and different ways to help people and just all kinds of awesome ideas that I can't wait to see come to fruition and just develop into these beautiful things, whatever they may be. But, there was more and more suggestions about doing readings, and because clearly that's something I love to do. And I do always feel like these messages aren't just for me, but they're for everyone. For anyone who resonates with me is kind of on that same vibe. So that's why I share those. I just don't know if that's the way I want to share them. Some people, you see their hands in the cards and stuff like that. Maybe I could do that. I'm really still feeling my way around this as it is. I also know that there will be a time, because it's already starting, where I don't necessarily need the written messages that are in the guidebooks for the different oracle cards. But some of them are they're just so beautiful that it's hard for me not to share them. And that's because I trust in the channeling that was given to that person with the cards that they created. That's all part of the creation itself, is having that divine guidance. So I do value those messages, but I also believe that I've been getting more and more feelings about additional meanings and things like that. So I will start to share those too. So who knows where it's going to go. Maybe I need to separate my channeled messages from moments like this where I'm just talking and telling you about my experiences and what I found, what helped me get through something or whatever, and maybe that's a suggestion. If somebody has a suggestion, I would love to hear it. If you have a comment on what you like or maybe you don't like as much, please put it down there. I want that feedback and I want it to be honest and authentic. Tell me like you would a friend that you like, please. So tell me nicely. I would love that. But thank you. So we're just going to take this journey together. And that's basically what I'm trying to show you, that there's no right or wrong way to do anything. There's only the way you do it, because the way you do it is perfect for you. And it may not be perfect for someone else. And that's why I'm trying to figure out how this works for me, because this is still very, very new to me. Really, I've only been super committed to this because I still had a lot of fears and doubts and procrastinations and excuses of why I wasn't being consistent with doing these? Well, I'm pretty sure that's gone now. If there's any more gaps, I truly believe there's going to be like a reason for it. Either I'm going to let you know ahead of time that I'm going to be gone, or on vacation, or I don't know, maybe I get to the point where I have a bunch of these ready to go and there won't need to be time in between. Who knows? Let's watch me grow. This isn't just an experiment for me, it's an experiment for the whole world to see, honestly. So I will be excited to see what comes. I will be excited to see your thoughts, comments, and suggestions because I very, very much welcome them. And I really want them, please. So if you prefer just like this kind of thing where I'm just sitting here talking to you, like my gaining momentum, that was, I thought I loved doing that one. It just kind of flowed. I felt it. And just winging it. I'm pretty good at that, minus all the ums and losing my place. But I think with practice, actually, I know with practice, this will get easier. I'll get better. And things will just work out the way they're supposed to. Just because I don't know what that end game is and what that looks like doesn't mean that I don't know that I'm on the right path, because that much I know. That's probably the only thing I know. I know that I'm supposed to be doing this because I wouldn't have been called and guided and shot out of my body for no reason, right? I'd been ignoring it too long. So here's my suggestion. If spirit is guiding you, if you're being called to something, if the signs and synchronicities are there, you better fucking do it, because like sometimes you don't want it being done for you. It's better if you willingly offer yourself, offer your heart, and do what spirit is calling you to do, because it's going to happen anyways. You're going to find that you can't get away from that thought or that feeling or that calling. It's just going to keep coming. So if any of you out there right now have ideas or projects or things that you're working on because you're called to it, you feel it, it makes you feel good, you're passionate about it, don't stop it. You can put it off, you can think about it. I mean, you should be thinking about it and meditating on it and asking for guidance, but don't not do something because you are afraid. Please. I did that for a long time. And guess what? There's nothing to be afraid of. As long as you're being true to yourself, true to your calling, your purpose, and doing what you feel that you are being called to do, then you're doing it all perfect. You really are. So, again, thank you. While I'm under construction and experimenting and rebuilding, remodeling, whatever it is that ends up happening along the way, I just want to thank you for being here. I hope you know how much I truly love and appreciate every single one of you, because if you're drawn here, I know there's a reason for that. And I want us to create a community where we can talk and we can leave comments and support each other and share our own stories of the struggles and the wins and the successes and the blocks or the when we fall back for a minute. You know, it's all part of it. And there's nothing wrong with anything or you. Nothing is a failure. Basically, it's just finding what works. And when you find something doesn't work or doesn't feel right, that's when you got to rethink that stuff and go with what feels right. So I have a feeling that I'm going to not be doing those channeled messages in that same way. There's a reason that it was blocking me. There's a reason that it caused me not anxiety, but it caused me to stop because I wasn't able to figure it out. Plus, if I'm being honest, I don't want to spend a ton of fucking money for all these subscriptions to these apps and bullshit just for your animated, AI created Flutter shit going on. Like, like that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Like, I could Flutter for you. Actually, no, I won't. Maybe I'll levitate one day. I think I'm going to be able to do that. You should stick around because, I don't know. The gifts just keep coming. And they're coming to you too. So be on the lookout for them. I hope you're paying attention. Make note, take note of those signs and synchronicities. Take note of when things don't feel good and totally take note when they do. This is life. This is one big experiment. And you get to be the scientist. And that sounds pretty cool to me. And we're all learning together. Let's help each other. If anybody has something they want to suggest, something for me to look at or whatever, please. I'll take all the help I can get. And I appreciate it. I just appreciate the fact that you're here. And I'm just going to keep saying the same things over and over again, I feel like right now. So I feel like I'm in a weird hamster wheel. And I think I already got my message across. So thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. People keep telling me I need to ask for you to subscribe. Can you subscribe, please? It'll help me, I guess. I guess it helps get the message out there. I don't want to be stuck on how many followers I have for my own self-worth because I know that this needs to be done. And this is worthy. I am worthy. I got this. And it's all going to be good. So, thank you. Subscribe. Maybe like. Oh, you could share too. So I'm not good at asking for things. That's my problem. I'm not good at asking for things. But I did really want your feedback. Like, that's a good thing for us to do, right? Anyways, I love you guys, and I hope you have a beautiful day.